It's a fantastic day for us because it's the first time that we, first of all, doing 110 people, the hot food. We've done over the last 1.5 years, we've done 40, 60, up to 80, but the style of service we're doing here tonight is more accurate or more reflective of what we're going to experience at the Culinary Olympics. Why? Because it's not a banqueting setup. You've got 110 people, which we're splitting up the groups. So it's more like an a la carte restaurant type of setup. So you do a table of 5, table of 6, table of 7. So it will be very interesting, and it's quite nerve-wracking for us to see how the team performs under these pressures. It'll be a good tester to see where we at. I'm comfortable with the food. The menu is, I think, a very nice menu. You'll taste it later on, and hopefully you're going to give me some good feedback. As I said, the service side of it, that's going to be the challenge for us, and that's where the guys are going to be under pressure tonight. What happens is at the Culinary Olympics is they get into the kitchen at midday, and for the first time, by the way, in the history of the Culinary Olympics, which dates back to the 1900s, they're doing an evening service. It was always in the morning. So you used to go in the morning, 6 o'clock, take up the kitchen. Then you had 6 hours time for preparation, mise en place, as you quite rightly said. And then you need to be ready about 6 hours after for service. During the period you get judged by the kitchen judge. He looks at hygiene, he looks at wastage, he looks at do you bring in pre-prepared stuff which you're not allowed to, and then they're obviously going to mark you down for that. So tonight they took occupation of the kitchen at 12 o'clock, and 6 o'clock the people arrive, and they probably start serving a half an hour later. That's the idea. Got another one very similar, well exactly the same, but down in Cape Town, because we wanted to capture the Cape Townians as well, because I've got four of my team members, the majority actually, for the first time that the majority is from Cape Town, but that's just how it evolved. So we're going to do a month later, in a month's time, we're going to do it at the Belmont Mount Nelson. So tonight, whatever we learn tonight, we will change and we will tweak for the Cape Town leg. But that's then the last one before we go. Bear in mind, there's eight teams at any one day. There's 4 days, 8 teams, 32 teams in total which compete. And the kitchens are tiny. They're very small. So therefore, this is actually representative what we're going to get over there. Obviously, the equipment is slightly different. A lot of induction cooking in Germany, so it will be slightly different than the equipment we've got here. But size-wise, very similar. I've got a good young team, an incredible passionate team, a team which is committed, a team which is humble. And to me, these are the more important factors. Yes, everybody wants to see, obviously, great results. And so do we, from a point of view that the guys really trained hard for the last 2 years. They practiced every month, or got together every month. They practice in their own unit more and more. So it's like in sports. But I always maintained I'd rather over-deliver and under-promise than over-promise and under-deliver. So I wouldn't like to say we're going to be in the top. My aim is if I can get into the top 10, then I've done well with the team.